Hello, everybody. Good evening. How are you?
All right, we're live. How's everyone doing out there tonight?
Hope you're doing great.
Yeah, I hope you're doing great. Thank you for joining us tonight. For those of you who have been here before, you know the drill.
Welcome back.
My name is John Gardner, and this is my wife and law partner, Radlin Mendoza, and we are the immigration law firm Gardner and Mendoza. We come to you on Wednesday nights from 8 to 9 to give you immigration updates. Sometimes we bring immigration stories, and most importantly, we want to answer your questions. We know you have immigration questions. We have answers. I will warn you that what we do here is for educational and informational purposes only.
Yes.
It is not legal advice. And we are coming to you through Facebook Live, but I also want to say hello to our whole TikTok family over here. We are
Hey, guys.
simulcasting with TikTok. So we got a bunch of people joining us on TikTok. I'll be monitoring these questions over here. And all I can tell you on TikTok, folks, is try to get in the queue early because a lot of questions come up fast, and then we can't get to them all. We only have 1 hour. So
It's wild out there.
Sooner you get in, the better off you'll be in terms of your hopes of getting your question answered. And somebody said you look like a soccer coach.
He is a soccer coach, actually.
I'm trying to think here. Like I do. You're right. I look like the U.S. soccer coach now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But I also coach our 11-year-old's soccer team, St. Gregory. So I am a soccer coach, but I'm not the U.S. Just so we're clear, because I don't want there to be many misunderstandings. I am not the U.S. World Cup soccer coach.
That would be
all right.
Very interesting that if you were the World Cup soccer coach,
right.
U.S. men's team, and then you were here tonight doing the live stream.
Right.
But thanks for the love over here on Facebook.
Yeah, thanks. You're right. Yes, there's definitely some resemblance there. Okay.
Is your nose itchy?
It is. Yeah, there's powder in my nose.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, Kate.
The makeup people were running late. They just got off the set a minute ago.
Right. Exactly. Kate, how's it going? Hi, Jasmine. Kate is our good friend and neighbor. Jasmine, hello. Quelly, hello. Tony, hi. Trisha, hello to everyone. Thank you guys for saying hi tonight. You guys are just amazing.
And I was teasing, of course. We do not have a makeup team here.
I mean, you can tell, right? Hey, can you pass me that glass of water there? Because I maybe there's just dust in the air, just dusty in our office here. Oh, look at Kate. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and post that up. Yeah, we paid Kate to say that. She says best lawyers ever.
That's right. She loves us. Even after we played England to a draw, she's still.
Oh, that's right.
She's still with us. Thank you,
yes,
Kate. Appreciate
Kate. It's in my Tita Edung. Hi, Tita Edung. How are you?
Hi, Edung. How are you doing? That's cool.
Yeah, a lot of people are here tonight.
So we kind of let the questions start to fill up here.
There's a lot of hellos, a lot of salutations. Good evening, and hello to everyone over there.
That's right.
So
while we're talking about soccer and while the people are starting to get some questions loaded up,
let's load them up. Let's load them up in the comments.
Yeah, this is like, immigration stories, inspirational immigration stories that we bring you.
Hold on. Do you mind pausing for a second? I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Really quickly. Because Kate always says this. She says, you are the reason I am a U.S. citizen. And it was a suggestion that I made to her on the beach. And she pretends like I was the one who gave her their certificate. But thank you so much, Kate. I did give you a great recommendation. And maybe you're right. Maybe I am the reason you're a U.S. citizen. I'll go ahead and take that. I'll take that. I am the reason.
Yes, the reason. Radlin is the reason that you were conflicted during the match. Good thing it was a draw, right? That was the perfect outcome. A tie.
A tie. That's right. Okay.
All right. You want to grab some questions?
No. You do yours. You do yours really quick.
Well, they're filling up faster than. Oh my gosh, they're coming fast over here as well.
Okay. All right. I think we just shouldn't panic. I think it'll be okay. We are gonna do something fun tonight and make a phone call.
Yeah, we're gonna make a phone call. What I was gonna say is that we're watching the World Cup. I don't know if any of you are watching the World Cup.
Everyone in the world is watching the World Cup, hopefully.
And I'm a lifelong soccer player, fan, coach, and so I love it. Radlin
John
does
was
as
all
well.
state. He's an amazing player.
And I was looking at our team and I was listening to some of the
true.
stories and I was thinking about our Facebook Live because it struck me that many of our players now, granted, I jotted them down. They're from Georgia, Pennsylvania, Texas, Missouri, New York, Washington, California, New Jersey, and Colorado. None of those are immediate immigration stories. However, if you go a little deeper, we have several players. Sergino Dest, who's one of our star players, he was born in the Netherlands, U.S. father. Anthony Robinson, born in England, has a U.S. father. Gio Reyna was born in England. Both of his parents are from the United States. Cameron Carter Vickers, born in England, U.S. father. Yunus Musa was born in New York. His parents were immigrants from Ghana, and so they came to the U.S., had him, and now he plays for the U.S. national team. And then we finally have Jesus Ferrara, who truly is an immigrant, came from to the United States from Colombia when he was 10 years old. He became a U.S. citizen when he was 19, and now he plays for not just the U.S. national team, but when he's not doing that in the World Cup, he plays for FC Dallas in Texas. So
truly,
this is cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Love
and so when you hear born in England, born in Germany, or whatever, U.S. father, how many of those cases have we had?
Thousands upon thousands.
Thousands upon thousands.
I mean, guys, we've been practicing law, and we've had our law firm for 22 years. So yes, we've worked on thousands upon thousands of those cases, which we're very proud of.
We have a lot of cases where, you've got somebody, U.S. citizen abroad, and they meet the love of their life abroad and have children abroad.
Right.
And
then immigrate here, and we have to get the spouse over here somehow.
Right.
So yeah, we do it. So it's very cool to see that almost half of the team are foreign born and have parents who are immigrants. That's awesome.
It also helps our team. When you come up through the England Youth League, it's good. Okay, I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. All right.
Moving on.
Let us
more soccer.
Let us take a first question here, and then we'll take a question over on TikTok. This question is from Tony. It's a good question. I love this question. Tony Martin, I'm a U.S. citizen. My wife is a green card holder. My stepson, her biological son, is here on a B1 from Australia, and we want to put in adjustment of status for him. My question is, do we just put in an I-485 for that? And Tony also writes in later that his son is 9 years old. So a couple of things that I want to point out here. A step parent can petition for their stepson so long as a parent-child relationship is formed, and you do that by getting married prior to the child turning the age of 18. So we have that here. So Tony may be able to file the petition for his stepson and concurrently file the green card application as well, and then adjust his son's status here. So yes, Tony, that is a possibility for you to do that. Not saying that you should without, of course, an immigration attorney taking a look at the case and making sure that is, with regard to the facts that you're putting here on the comments, are 100% what the facts are, and nothing else going on here. But generally speaking, a step parent can file what we call a one-step, an I-130 petition, I-485, along with the supporting applications and documents concurrently, if that the stepson is eligible for adjustment of status, meaning he was inspected when he came in, which he was because he came on a B1 visa. So Tony, hopefully that helps. If you need some help with that, of course, feel free to reach out to us. Our phone number is 757-464-9224. And of course, you can also shoot us a message here on Messenger, because you're appearing through Facebook. So yes, Tony, if you do file that, both fees have to be paid. That's correct. All right.
Okay, our first question over here on TikTok is, where is your office located? That's a great question.
That's an easy question.
That's a good, yeah.
I can answer that
I
one.
know we both know the answer to that question.
You go ahead and take that one.
I'll take that one. Our physical office is located in Virginia Beach, Virginia, which is on the East Coast of the United States. However, we do have clients all over the country and all over the world. So if you want to come visit us at our office, that's fine. However, we do most of our work through other modes of communication like Zoom, telephone, so on and so forth. So wherever you are, we can absolutely help you. You don't have to be close to our physical office, but that's where we are located.
Yeah, and all of our consultations, whether they're in the area or where we are close by to us, or somewhere else in another state, they're all virtual right now. So we have found that we can really serve our clients well when we're meeting with them virtually. It works out great. We have all the technology, and I think everybody likes it. I think our clients like it, and they like that the communication, I believe, is a little bit more rapid as opposed to, calling, making an appointment, getting that time to come in, and we're available. So it's been awesome. It's been really great.
Yeah, it's a win-win. We like it more. Our clients like it more. Okay, you want to grab one more over there? Or do you want to?
Yeah. So do you remember when I was making a joke about calling someone or someone calling us? So we don't have the capability of someone calling us. However, we have permission to call someone, and we're just to see how this works.
Oh, this is something this is a huge broadcast risk that we're taking right now. Because we have never tried this.
We are calling Jasmine. So Jazz, to do this, I get it. I don't know. I'm feeling. We're gonna put Jasmine on speaker, and let's see if she answers. Jasmine, are you gonna answer the phone? Jasmine's already put a question in, so let's see. We're gonna.
Hello, guys.
It's Jasmine.
Hi.
Can hopefully?
Hey, Jasmine, how are you?
Hopefully that they can hear you on our live stream. It's a little bit low here. Do you want to put it up a little bit?
Yeah.
So this is exciting. We had the speaker set up, but then the time came and
very good.
Yeah, we can put it right here.
Evening to everyone.
Yeah, thanks for playing along and being our very first caller on our live. So this is exciting.
Yeah.
You have a question.
Yes,
What do you?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Oh, first off, Jasmine, where are you from?
I'm from Jordan.
Oh, that's right.
I live in Florida.
Okay, awesome. We spoke a couple of weeks ago. That's right.
Yes, I have followed you since I start my application for my spouse and N400. So I became a U.S. citizen back in September, and I got recently approved for my spouse for the I-130. So right now we at the NDC stage, and I have a question about this stage.
Okay.
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to appreciate you guys for all the support, help, and advices you give us. I really get excited every time you go live and listen to you guys and see what is the update.
That's awesome.
I ask question. Yeah, thank you very much for that.
Oh, you're very welcome. We love to hear that.
Thank you.
We love to hear that.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. So my question, I was a student in 2021 and I got unemployment and scholarship from the college. Recently, I started a good job in September and I have good income. The question for the I-864,
right?
Can I sponsor my spouse using my current income? Or they're going to look for the 2021 tax return and they going to ask me for the joint sponsor. Because the case here, I just want to save time. I don't want to submit my document and they say, hey, we need a joint sponsor. And if I'm okay to sponsor him, what document should I upload to them to make them make a decision on my case and give me the DQ, please?
Gotcha. Okay, this is an awesome question. And Jasmine, thank you so much. I'm going to answer this question and I'm going to take you off of the line. Sure. But I love that you were willing to ask your question live and by voice. So thank you very much. But I'm going to repeat the question and then we're going to answer it offline. But thank you so
Yes,
much.
you're
And
a
thank you for being a fan. You're a trooper.
You're a true pioneer. Thank you.
True pioneer. That's right. Awesome. All right.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
So for those of you who may not have heard that, the question is, Jasmine did not work in 2021. She was a full-time student. And actually, your question's here. So she received unemployment and scholarships, but she just started working September 2022. Her current income is good enough to meet the requirements of the affidavit of support to petition for her husband and sign off on the affidavit of support, the I-864. But her concern is, are they going to accept this? Are they going to accept, her current letter of employment? She's making great money now, goes above and beyond the threshold amount. Are they going to allow her to just use the current letter of employment, maybe a few pay stubs? And so the answer, Jasmine, you're not going to love this answer, is maybe. So we've had cases like this, and if you can, and Jasmine's concern is, I do not want to waste time, right? I want to get documentarily qualified as soon as possible. That's what everyone wants to do. Her husband is abroad. Of course, they want to be together. She just wants to waste no time. And this is such a great question. And the answer is, if you have a joint sponsor who is willing to sign the affidavit of support on your husband's behalf, I would do that, because what may happen is you complete the affidavit of support. Okay. You write a letter, a statement stating, I didn't have to file my 2021 taxes because I had no income. You submit that. You submit, your 3 or 4 recent pay stubs, as well as your letter of employment. It looks great. They know that you're making more than enough money to do this affidavit of support, but they still may come back and say, Jasmine, we need you to, upload your 12 most recent bank account statements. Okay. They may say, it doesn't appear that you meet the requirements of the affidavit of support. Do you have assets? Can you upload your bank account statements? And again, the second part of Jasmine's question was, should I just get a joint sponsor? And if you can get a joint sponsor, then I would submit that along with everything else, if that's an option for you. So really great question. And I love that you're thinking ahead. Everyone should think ahead. And, that she really just wants to have this case documentarily qualified as soon as possible. So Jasmine, I hope that answers your question. Remember, this is not legal advice.
Not legal.
But this has been our experience. And I think that you can cover your basis if you do that.
And thanks for calling.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you for calling. All right.
Oh, wait, that's, if any of you are from Northeastern Ohio, you may know that symbol. Anyone who knows it, there'll be a special prize. Let us know by the end of the broadcast.
A special prize. Okay, you want to grab a question on TikTok?
Yeah, so we have a question here. Do you think the F2A will still be current up until 2023?
Hard to say. 4 months ago, I listened in on a visa bulletin update by the State Department, and the person who was speaking was predicting that it would have a cutoff date in the near future. So that was probably about 6 months ago. And I was, talking to our team at that point in time. I was like, hey, if we have any F2As, we need to get them out. Because there could be retrogression and cutoff date in that category. So it's really hard to say. I would definitely just keep looking at the YouTube videos that the State Department puts out, and reading the visa bulletin updates. And but it's difficult to say. Just know that the visa bulletin comes out in middle of the month, so around the 15th, 16th, or 17th, so you'll know what to expect in the next month. And that's hard for planning purposes. If you have a spouse or a unmarried child under 21 here on a tourist visa, right? And trying to plan on what to do or think about what you're going to do, the visa bulletin really comes into play, and it is difficult to plan. But if you're talking about consular processing, who knows? Because F2A I-130 petitions are taking a really long time. So hopefully that answers your question, which is, I don't know. All right.
If you know, you know. And if you
If-
don't know, you don't
yeah.
know. I mean, you can't say definitively. You do know. You just, that's all you can say about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to grab one over here? We have a lot more coming up here.
Sure. Meryl says, good day for both of you. Good day. My question is, we just got approved from I-130, but in the letter, they want us to file the form 824 because I didn't put where we're going to apply for our beneficiary. Is there any way we can speed up form 824? So that is tough, guys. Let this question be a lesson here that you really should put in where your applicant is going to consular process, because if not, then you may be adding time onto your application because you then have to file an 824 because they want to know where this is supposed to go. And as far as speeding up the 824, I've never, had the opportunity to do that. We're actually filing an 824 right now for this very type of case that just came into the office. Same situation. So guys, be careful when you're completing that I-130 petition and make sure you are noting where your case is going to be consular, where the consular processing is going to happen. This
situation can be avoided.
Right.
Could have been avoided.
Yep, absolutely. So I think that the expedite, possibly, getting it expedited, you have to take a look at if you qualify for any of those reasons. And I wish you luck. I'm so sorry that you're having to go through that. And I'm assuming that your spouse, let's see. Yeah. Well, whomever filed for you or whomever you're filing for is abroad. So, all right. Next question.
Yeah. So the next question here is, how long will it take to file for a parent I-130?
So if it really depends on the service center. If you want to go through
Here we go.
we do the time frames every week now.
Every week.
Because a lot of you guys want to know how long a form is taking, usually I-130 petition. And yeah, go for it.
All right. So a U.S. citizen filing for a parent, spouse, or unmarried child under 21 years of age. California Service Center, 10.5 months. Nebraska Service Center, 10.5 months. Potomac Service Center, 12 months. Texas Service Center, 11.5 months. And Vermont Service Center, 16 months.
Right. So that's the time that it takes for USCIS to approve the I-130 petition. And if you're going on to, you're going to go consular processing, that's even more time on the case. So just be aware that just because you have an approval for the I-130 petition doesn't mean your case is done and something great is going to be happening anytime soon after that I-130 petition. I know you guys don't know that, but some of you may not. So there's a lot more work to be done after the I-130 petition is approved, and a lot of more waiting.
And the service center is pretty much luck of the draw.
Correct. Yep. All right, Quelly, thank you so much. So happy to hear that. We are, of course, always doing the best on our cases. We appreciate that you have retained our services. Thank you. All right.
Meryl says, I felt like we were on a radio station with a caller. Thanks for the live. That was awesome.
Yeah. Hey, if anyone has a question they want us to read on live, or if you want to call in, if you're brave enough to call in, we would love to just put it in Messenger or the comments and we'll grab that. Our virtual assistant in the Philippines is now working the anchor shift for her. What that means is she's working 9 to 5 Eastern Standard Time and sleeping in her daytime. So welcome aboard, Rhea.
This could be a whole new daytime world, though. We could have callers. We're gonna have to hire a call screener.
In the meantime, I will screen the calls.
We'll stick to the current format.
We're screening the calls before you call in. So Jasmine had written in, and I said, hey, that's a really great question for our live. So let's do it that way.
All right, Andrew here wants to know. He says, "Hi, I have my fiance in the Philippines. Do you do immigration for the United States?" So, absolutely.
Yeah.
You have a fiance in the Philippines, and this is going to be an immigration case. And yes, we absolutely do those types of cases. I'm assuming that maybe he wants us to tell him a little bit more about where this will go. And maybe
Yeah,
since
sure.
everybody's watching now, this would be a good opportunity. We get a version of this question at least.
Or you guys
once.
can watch all of the previous lives.
Every week, somebody wants to know what this process is. My fiance is in the Philippines, or pick your country. So
Okay. Yeah, sure. So the fiance visa process, we look at it in 3 different steps. So there's the first step is to file the actual petition, and that right now is taking about 15 plus months to for USCIS approved. Once that's approved, it gets transferred to the National Visa Center. It takes a couple of months to transfer over there. At the National Visa Center, you complete your DS-160, pay the fees there, and then once they're done processing, again another couple of months, it gets transferred to the U.S. Embassy, in this case in Manila, for medical and interview, and your fiance will appear for that interview. The K-1 visa will be pasted into their passport, and she can come, and once she arrives in the United States, you have to get married within 90 days. And that starts the last process, and that is filing for the actual green card. So there's a lot going on, a lot of moving parts with the fiance visa, and it's one of the longer cases that we have. It takes a really long time from beginning to end, the end being getting that green card. All in all, it is the longest process. So hopefully that answers your question. And we absolutely do fiance visas. You have to go through USCIS, United States Citizenship and Immigration Services first. That's the very first stop. State Department, U.S. Embassy, and then back to the USCIS when you file the green card application. So hopefully that helps.
Okay,
all right.
You want to see if we have anything over there?
Yeah. So Tony has a follow-up question. How long is an adjustment of status good for? Not sure I quite understand that question. I think I might understand the question. So one of the frequently asked questions that we get is if the person, if let's just say my spouse, because that's the most common thing, right? If my spouse or my unmarried child under the age of 21 is here on a tourist visa and we file an adjustment of status for them, do they have to renew their tourist visa? And the answer is, their I-94, I should say I-94. The answer is no. So the adjustment of status basically, what's the word? I'm like, tolls. No, tolls is not a good word. Basically, it just
stops.
It stops, right? It stops the time and pauses, right?
We're trying to think of non-legal
terms.
Tolls is what we would just, the legal term, but
right. We're not going to look at the synonym dictionary.
No, not tonight.
Not tonight. Maybe after this call, we can open up the dictionary.
That's right.
All right. Do you want to grab a question?
Yeah. So Garth here wants to know how to become a Spanish resident. I don't know the answer to that question.
This is U.S. immigration.
Yeah, you'd have to contact somebody in the legal field in Spain to figure that one out.
Yeah. If you shoot us a message through Messenger on Facebook, it's at Gardner Mendoza Law, and I can, throw that question out to our group of attorneys to see if they might know someone. So if you want to come reach out to us at Gardner Mendoza Law on Facebook, or you can send us an email at info@gmlaw.net. I'm happy to throw that question out to our large group of attorneys who may know. All right.
And we've got Nikki here wants to know if an F1 student can get a green card through marriage.
Yes.
Sure can.
Yes, you can if you get married to a U.S. citizen or a lawful permanent resident.
That's right.
That goes without saying, right?
No, it doesn't go without saying.
Okay.
You have, absolutely.
All right.
You have to,
I felt silly saying that, but
yeah, you can't get a green card if you marry another F1 visa holder.
right. Right.
All right. So if you marry a U.S. citizen, permanent resident, okay.
So SIPA has a question. I'm not sure what the question is. I got my asylum case. Can't I travel with my travel documents outside of the United States? Can I?
Travel?
Yes.
I think is what she meant.
So SIPA, if you have an attorney, I would double check with your attorney who helped you with the asylum. I don't want to give any information about asylum. It's not our forte. We do have asylum cases, but our clients pretty much stick around. So I would check with your attorney.
Right. It's not a primary practice area for us.
Right. Let's see here. And I will go ahead and grab this one. Alfonsina says, good evening. Thank you for doing these lives. You're very welcome. A question: when you have a political asylum procedure, how long does it take to resolve the case? It takes a very long time, unless you're one of the lucky ones. For a short period of time, they were doing last in, first out, which, that was a way to somehow get rid of the backlog. But it takes a really long time. I mean, we've had asylum cases that have been pending for 5 years and still have not been called for an interview. And these are affirmative asylum cases, not a removal proceeding. So Alfonsina takes a long time. If you would like to contact us, we are referring our asylum cases out right now to a great attorney. Shoot us a message. We'll be happy to help. All right. What do we have? I like the back and forth with the questions.
Yeah, Donna wants to know, how can I bring my boyfriend here from the Netherlands? Does he play soccer? If he's
why? See, we've been married for so long. I knew he was going to make a soccer joke.
Well, I mean, the Netherlands is, one of those powerhouse soccer countries.
Yeah. So,
and who the U.S. plays, by the way, we advanced into the round of 16, but we have to play the Netherlands, which is really unfortunate.
Who knows? We shall see. Right. We shall see. So there are a couple of ways. If you are a U.S. citizen, then you could actually do a fiance visa petition. That's one way to bring your boyfriend here. And then if you are not a U.S. citizen, say you're a lawful permanent resident, the options are to get married. If you're a lawful permanent resident, file a petition. If you're a U.S. citizen, you can also get married and file the I-130 petition. If your boyfriend were here in the United States, just call me for that question. All right. Let's see here. Mia. What a great name.
That's a great name.
What a great name.
One of the best names.
That's our oldest daughter's name.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How long will it take for CR1 spousal visa if we hire an immigration lawyer? So the question behind this question is, because you're attorneys, is my case going to go faster? Is immigration going to say, oh, it's a lawyer case, let's go faster on this case? I think that is the question behind the question. So the answer to that question behind the question is, just because a lawyer is filing your case does not put you in, oh, your case is filed by a lawyer fast pile. There is no lawyer fast pile. But what there is are immigration attorneys. This is what we do day in and day out. We've been doing it for 22 years. And so we're not going to make a mistake on the I-130 that doesn't put, where your spouse is going to have their interview, right? So that's a potential 1 year delay in your case mistake. And we're not going to do that. Hopefully. Right. I mean, we don't do that.
I mean, the advantage, Radlin's right. The advantage of having an immigration lawyer handle your case, assuming they're a competent immigration lawyer, is that they are not going to make any of the missteps that we often see. So it's hopefully, it's one and done. It's going to go through. You're going to do it once. It's going to get done right.
Yep.
And then it's going to be finished. And it's such an important thing that I just, I can't think of a better investment than your immigration case and making sure that it's done properly, not just for speed. It goes even beyond just how fast it gets done. It also has to do with not making any mistakes that are fatal. We've seen cases where people self-filed and they
Yeah.
made mistakes that didn't just tack on more time. They actually destroyed the case. They made the case no longer a case that was viable.
Right.
That's horrible to see. When we see that, it's absolutely heartbreaking because sometimes it's something that could have easily been avoided. And so my advice, of course, is to hire an immigration lawyer. If it's not us, if you feel more comfortable with somebody closer to your hometown or whatever, fair enough. But you owe it to yourself to hire a professional to do this correctly the first
Yep.
time. Okay.
We've seen a lot of bad things. I
Yeah.
mean, look, a lot of self-filers successfully do their cases, but a lot of
A
them
lot of them do.
get derailed, and sometimes so much time has passed and they don't want to come anymore. That's terrible. And one of the worst cases was a step parent who did not file a separate petition for his stepson, and stepson has now aged out, and it's an additional, it's like 10 years, 10, 12 years for that stepson to now come. But had they filed that prior to the age of 21, we would be in a whole different boat. So, I mean, if you want to look at it also from a financial point of view, I mean, it's if the stepson is not making great money in his country, which was the case, how much lost money is that? The opportunity lost. Anyway, all right, soapbox off of it.
Right. I was going to give another analogy. We can go on and on.
We can go on. Yeah.
I mean, I know how to lay ceramic tile. I know how to do plumbing. One thing, if I do it, it's going to take a lot longer. And there could be errors where I've realized very late in the game that I've done something that now I'm going to have to tear part of it back out and redo it, because who knew that you had to, have that pipe stubbed out before you put the concrete down, that kind of thing. And so it just adds time and heartache. And I saw that my cousin is on here, Jimmy. I wanted to say hi to him. Happy holidays,
Jimmy. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to all of you guys too.
All right. We had a question over here. If I have cancer, will immigration reject my petition for residency?
No, not based on that.
No.
All right. So Solano says, good evening, Paul. Good evening, Paul. My question is, if you get an I-551 stamp on passport, can you travel outside of the United States? Absolutely, you can, so long as it's encompasses the date of travel. So go for it. Don't be scared.
Thanks for the question.
Yeah, good one.
Salamat. Oh. All right. This is a comment. More questions about timing.
All right. While you're looking there, let's see here. Grab this question real quick. Keith wants to know, my dad petitioned my mom August 2018. Her paper is still in National Visa Center. Is there any update in National Visa Center? Okay. So if dad petitioned for mom in 2018, let's just assume that dad is a U.S. citizen. So let's just say it took 1 year for USCIS to approve that. So we'd be August 2019. And then the cases at NVC, let's just say that it took them 6 months to get DQ'd at NVC. So August 2019, August, September, October, November, December, January, February 2020. And we're still waiting for an interview. That is that's unfortunate. And we did a backlog report last time, and basically, Keith, the backlog is pretty massive still. And it does not surprise me that mom has waited 2 years to have an interview scheduled for her. But the backlog is pretty massive right now. And we're looking at 423,000 people as of October 31st who are documentarily qualified waiting for an interview. So 423,000 people. That's a lot of people. And so what can we say? What we say all the time, I'm sorry you're in this situation. The only thing is to be patient. If you want to take things at a different level, then you can sue and get some action there, and we'll be happy to do that with you, for you, on behalf of your mom. So reach out if you're
It's a scary,
and this is for all of you
it's a
guys.
scary prospect, we know.
Yeah.
But it's for us, it's been an extremely effective route in these cases. And so no guarantees, but it's not as scary as you might think.
Right. So
All right.
for any of you out there who are frustrated with these backlogs, reach out to us. We'll be happy to file a lawsuit.
Yes. Our current batting average is,
Well, we can't.
I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
Because I can't, because the bar won't allow me. Okay.
You can say it, but you can't guarantee results.
That's right. All right. Adana said, yeah, her boyfriend played soccer.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Nikki wants to know, my K2 visa expired. Please advise on the best way for me to get legal status. Thank you. Any advice for Nikki?
I mean,
Not legal advice, any just general educational information.
I would need to know a lot more. I mean, did we not file a green card application, or what happened? So I would need to know more there on the K2 expiring.
Okay.
K2 is a derivative beneficiary of a K1. So if we have a situation where parent did not marry the U.S. citizen fiance, we have trouble. We have a problem. And it's best to figure that out before, a person goes too far out of status and trigger the 3 and 10-year bars. So reach out to our office. You want to give the info?
Right. Yeah. The phone number is 757-464-9224. info@gmlaw.net. And you can also come here on Wednesdays and give us a question. All right. Sorry, all my stuff went away here.
Getting questions off of TikTok is challenging.
It's a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
All right, you got a long one over there, right?
Yes. Let's see here. Came on a J1 visa, got my waiver for the T212E rule waived on September. We filed adjustment of status in October. Biometrics taken on November. How many months should I expect now for the EAD or a notice about the interview? Hopefully we will get our interview waived. We submit 800 pages full of love. Love it. That's great. So let's see. October filed October. Okay. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So EADs, my friends, I'm sorry to say, taking like 9 months now. Now it's 9. So EAD 9 months from filing. Hopefully yours goes a little bit faster, but see, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So that would be July of 2023 when you can expect your EAD to arrive. And depending on your field office, it can take 20 months, 25 months, 18 months. And if they need anything else, they will let you know. So great question. Good luck. 800 pages. I love it.
Okay. We've got somebody here says, my lawyer is attorney Dominique. Fantastic.
Awesome. Dom's great.
Yes, Dom is in our
He has
office.
a lot of great successes. And if you check out our Google reviews, he has many reviews on Google. Lots of happy clients. All right. Do you want me to grab one?
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm sorry. I got
Yes.
everything scrolled up and I'm trying to go back to where we were. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Jake wants to know, and that's a lovely photo there. Jake, let us know where you are.
Oh yeah, that last one. I wanted to know what that bridge was in the background.
Okay. Going to renew my green card next year. If the process took longer and I am a LPR for more than 3 years and still don't have my 10-year green card, Can I go ahead and file for citizenship? Thanks. I am a green card holder through marriage. So this is potential. This looks like an I-751 question where Jake may have his 2-year card and he is filing the petition to remove the conditions on his lawful permanent resident. And the question is, once he becomes eligible for naturalization because he has had his LPR for more than 3 years, living with his U.S. citizen spouse who has been a U.S. citizen for 3 years, and he's been living with the spouse for 3 years, can he just go ahead and apply for citizenship even if the I-751 has not been approved? And we also get this question every single week, and the answer is yes, you can apply. Jake, good luck. If you need help, be happy to help you with that. All right.
Janet wants to know, she's a green card holder and wants to know whether she can petition for her son.
Yes, green card holders can petition for their unmarried sons and daughters over and under the age of 21.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no age cutoff so long as they are unmarried. Something's weird about our comments here, right? There's just multiple comments, just repeated. I know Jake didn't put his comment in 5 times.
Yeah,
it just doesn't seem like that kind of guy.
I apologize for being so distracted. I'm having the same thing happening over here on TikTok. Some of these questions have populated 30 times in a row.
What is that? Is it a bot? No, it's not. Do you have a question? I don't have any more questions here, I don't think. But there's so many questions that are repeated.
Here. Can I marry my girlfriend in Utah even if she's not annulled in the Philippines yet?
So you're trying to marry someone who is married to someone else, and that is a no.
Yeah.
Can we get a divorce here in the US if your girlfriend is here in the United States? That's my question, my follow-up question. So no marrying someone who's already married to someone else, guys.
Yeah. Okay, next question here from Sexy Lane is, greetings to both of you. Can I expedite my EAD in my AOS, Employment Authorization Document Adjustment of Status case? Is there a way to speed up the employment authorization?
Yes, you can request for it to be sped up. And you can speed it up based on severe economic difficulty. You can speed it up for, if you're a healthcare worker, you may be able to speed it up. You can speed it up for if there's a public safety issue that could be impacted because you don't have your EAD and you want to make that argument. Yes, those are some of the reasons to speed up an EAD.
Okay. Same questions.
All right.
Okay, we have a question here. Should one be ready to present tax returns if they're a green card holder 10 plus years and they're now applying for U.S. citizenship?
So question is, you apply for the N400. Do you need to submit tax returns, or will you have to bring your tax returns to the interview? Typically not. Typically, you will not have to bring your tax returns. If you are, and this is a 10-year green card holder, so it does not apply to this person. But if you're applying based on marriage, if you're applying for the shorter naturalization, the time that takes 3 years instead of 5, then sometimes you may want to submit your tax returns to show that you and your spouse live together, because one of the requirements is that you and your spouse have to live together for 3 years. But if you're, if you've been 5 years and you're not applying based on marriage, then you typically do not have to bring your tax returns. That said, if you answer, have you ever failed to file your tax returns question, and you say, yes, you have failed, they may ask you for them, and they will ask you for proof of filing. And if you're making any type of payments to the IRS, they're going to want to show, have proof of that. But if those tax issues are not something that you're concerned with, but you're just curious about whether you have to bring your tax return, generally, no, you do not. And you definitely don't need to file them with your N400. Okay. So Drizel says, I'm a J1 intern, apply for the waiver. If approved, can I change my status to H1B or H2B while in the United States? And the answer is typically yes. You should be able to change that. But again, we are answering these questions. I want to make sure that everyone here knows, because some people are just joining us, that we are not giving legal advice today. We're only giving information. And
these are all hypothetical fact patterns that we
very brief hypothetical fact patterns.
Right. There's a lot more. The reason it can't be legal advice per the bar rules to begin with, but it's also would be very dangerous, because when you schedule a consultation with our office, we do a very deep dive into the facts of your case to make sure that there's no tiny little detail that's, left uncovered. We want to make sure we know every single thing so that we can advise you properly. And obviously we can't do that here with just a few sentences in these questions. All right.
Yep.
Here's a question here. My fiance is on active duty military.
Okay.
Does this increase the chances of the case being expedited?
So that used to be the case. It was sort of an unofficial, just kind of looking at the speed in which our I-129Fs were getting approved. When the petitioner was a military service member, they were faster. That's not really the case now, but
not just military, he's also deployed. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I haven't seen it in a really long time where, our team has come back and said, oh, wow, look, Ensign so-and-so got their I-129F approved in months, because I just haven't seen it. Sometimes we even have to ask for expedited for military cases. But just USCIS doing it automatically, that's not happening right now from our observations. I don't have any more questions here.
I think, that one just popped up there.
Trisha says, good evening, attorney. Will getting an I-10 put me at risk of possibly getting deported? I've overstayed my visa and couldn't get married yet because they said I would not be qualified for Medicaid if I get married. All these things.
7 months pregnant.
All these things. And will on I-10 allow me to get a temporary driver's license? Okay. So I'm not sure who told you that you will not be qualified for Medicaid if you get married. I'm not sure about that. So that said, we'll just put that issue aside, since I don't really know for sure. I have not heard that. But an I-10, just filing an I-10 is not going to really put you at risk of getting deported. That information is not shared from what I know.
Mm-hmm.
Should I be saying these things? I don't actually know for sure, but we have many clients who are undocumented with I-10s. We built our law practice on undocumented clients, which we have so much gratitude for. But anyway, back to your question. They have I-10s. There's never been you apply for an I-10, let's knock on your door and deport you. No. But let's go back to your other question here, because why are you applying for the I-10? Will allow you to get a temporary driver's license? The answer is no, it will not.
Yeah, at least in Virginia.
Not just the I-10, no.
Right. So, we don't know where you are.
That's true.
So
right.
The licensing laws are going to be state by state. So depending on what state you're in, but in Virginia, you would need more than just that. We do have a driving privilege card, which is similar to a driver's license. And has some requirements, including proof that you have worked in Virginia and that you filed taxes here. And some of our clients that were trying to get the driving privilege card had to get an I-10 just so they could retroactively file back taxes to show that they filed the taxes, because they hadn't But without knowing more about where you are, I would agree with Radlin. I don't think that that's likely to be enough to just get your license. Although
Right.
again, you might want to look into your
You
state.
could have residency requirements and so Trisha, I mean, you're 7 months pregnant. Congratulations. That's going to be very exciting in a couple months when you have a new baby. But I would double check on the whole Medicaid thing just because, you want to get your immigration stuff taken care of as soon as possible. And it looks like you're going to do that as soon as you have the baby. That's great. It's only in a couple months, but I know you want to get that filed right away. And if you need help, we're here to help.
Yeah, and Drizzle here asked about what's the cost for a consultation. Our consultation fee is $275. So for that amount, we will sit you down with one of the immigration attorney experts in our office and do a deep dive into the facts of your case, can advise you on what the best course of action will be for you.
Yep. And if you retain us, if we can help you with your case, then we do subtract the $275 from any legal fees quoted. So guess what? It's 9.
I don't believe.
Do you want? Okay, it's 8:59. Let's grab one more question from the TikTok.
Uh-oh.
It's Ray,
Our timekeeper is
our
here.
timekeeper, our baby.
Yes, our baby.
Guys, our baby is getting so big. She's been doing this for now 2 years with us, and she is.
Yes.
There
she is.
There she is. She is our timekeeper.
Bring it in.
Ray tells us that it's time for dinner. Feed me, feed me. We've actually already eaten.
Yeah.
Do you want to grab a quick question or? Let's see. Thank you guys for all the love on TikTok. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. We will not be here next Wednesday. It is our daughter's birthday. So we will be celebrating her birthday with her.
Yeah, I'll take one real last one here. It says, is meeting your U.S. spouse through a social media platform a red flag?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily
not a red flag.
That's a pretty
common.
Pretty common these days. So yeah, I wouldn't worry.
Everybody
too much
meets
about
on
that.
social media. Everybody meets on dating apps.
Right.
It's all good, guys.
Yep,
it
no
is
red flag there.
2022. You're all good.
Yeah.
Hey, your mom's on. She says hi to you, Ray.
No.
Granny says hi.
Hi, Mama.
All right, guys. Well, thank
Okay.
you so much for all of the amazing questions. Thank you, Jasmine, for calling in.
Yeah, that was cool.
If anyone else wants to call in, just shoot us a message and we will take a look at your question. Okay.
All right, everyone. We will see you next Wednesday at 8:00. Bring your questions. We've got answers.
Bye, guys.
Thumbs
Take
up.
care.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Granny loves the hat.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
Thanks, TikTok.
2 thumbs up.